Okay. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can everybody hear me? Can everybody see me and can everybody hear me? Okay, I'm sure you guys can hear me. I'm really sorry about that. I'm just having my technical difficulties right now. This is my first event, my first online classes, so I'm also trying to learn on how things are working, and I'm having problems with my internet. But thank you so much for still being there and participating. So Freeman was actually telling us why, like, what does he see? Where does he himself? Where does he see himself with the real estate business? So Freeman, can you please continue with your story and tell us where do you see yourself with the real estate business?
Okay, am I muted?
No, no, no,
You
no,
unmuted me, right?
no. Yeah, you can talk. You can talk.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Ne? Okay, everyone's fine. Jabulo.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Oh, guys, I was still saying before everything happened that in the next coming years, I see myself owning apartments um in every province in the country. That's like my goal. I want to own apartments in every province of the country and have estates in every province of the country, and then maybe few province in the country and have few malls in just maybe two or three province in the country. That's why I see myself. But at first, I want to start with apartments and just make it affordable for most people, because most of the people that can afford or that want to buy properties are those in the working class, you see. So yeah.
Okay, next one, Njabulu. Please tell us your story. Where do you see yourself with real estate wholesaling? Njabulo? Njabulo?
Um, can you hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, yeah. I see myself owning, since I'm also doing construction. I want to like also build my own houses in every not just here in South Africa, in every country in Africa. That
Okay.
might sound like please, yeah, Pema.
Nah, ngicela ukukhululeka.
Yeah, sure.
I'm a free person. Yeah, ngicela ukuthi mothi uyapema pema, anginankinga nani, mothi uyanatha uyanatha, but when it comes to business and doing the work, khululekani madoda. Everybody has to be free. I don't hold grudges on anything. If you do whatever, you do whatever. Khululekani. Carry on with your story, please.
Well, yeah. So as I was saying, like I want to own estates, like in gated communities, like estates. All the houses in there are built by me and owned by me. Understand? Not just one, as many as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And other houses, as a Freeman was saying, apartments are a great way of starting, since anyone, like, you can get passive income through, like, what this yeah, passive income. Plus you can buy and sell. They are more affordable. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jabulo. Next one is Prince. Prince, tell us your story. Where do you see yourself with the real estate investing?
Um, can everybody hear me?
I can hear you. If everybody can
Oh,
hear
okay,
Prince, type
okay.
in one, please.
Sure, my guy. Thought about earlier on my phone just went off. I missed the first question. What was the first question again? Can I please answer the first question before I can answer this one?
Your first question, it's basically like, what got you into real estate wholesaling? Like, not really wholesaling, but what got you into real estate? What brought you the interest into wholesale or into real estate? Sorry.
Oh, my interest on property.
Yeah.
What I want to do, like, it's like commercial property.
Okay.
I see myself like having most of commercial properties, having apartments for students.
Okay.
Most of my target is based on students,
Mhm.
because I see a great impact
Yeah.
in nowadays, with students having less accommodation in universities.
Hmm.
So I'm targeting those things: student accommodation and commercial properties, like buildings where I can rent to government, I can rent to shops, big shops, checkers, and all these things. So
Hmm.
what brought me exactly in this thing is by my leadership, Freeman. We spoke one time, and he introduced to me the art of property. So I fall in love with it from that day. So where I see myself having uh, student accommodation.
Yeah.
That's mostly my target, having student accommodation. That's what I will do most of the cases. Yeah, I can say that student accommodation.
Okay. We got you, student accommodation. Thank you, Prince. Thank you, Prince. Ahapi, sorry if I pronounced it wrong again, but please tell us your story. Where do you see yourself with real estate investing?
Okay, like I said, sorry about before my battery died too. I don't know if you can hear me properly. Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know if the others can hear you, but I can hear you.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Like I said earlier, my father also has flats and apartments, those type of things. So I also want to do the same, but then also improve it, not just do the same. Like Freeman said, the working class is the class that usually wants property or apartment the most, and students too. So our job as entrepreneurs is to fill in the gaps in the economy or the market. So as we see a lot of students don't have accommodation and whatnot. It's up to us with the dialogue and to get accommodation for them, get accommodation for the working class, and those type of things. So where I see myself is owning for that.
Okay. Okay, guys. Sorry, I'm happy to unmute you there right there. I actually muted you right now, but I understand everybody is in the concept of doing student accommodation and doing rentals basically. So, guys, with today's introduction, is going to be all about wholesaling, and we still want to get to the level for you guys to actually start doing that student accommodation without even you guys having money in your pockets to actually purchase a property for you to do a student accommodation. And this, like, today is just going to be an introduction to understand what is it into the real estate business. Okay, because most majority of you all say the same story. What's in Funam apartment, in Funan is student accommodation. But uh, in order for you to get that also, it's all about also getting have a bit of capital to actually own your own properties. Because angifuni ukuthi ngintshele something ezone ukuthi ngiyendele student accommodation, but you still don't own that property, because there's a strategy for that. Ukuthi nenza something called rent to rent. Rent to rent, you can do that for student accommodation, but we still want to get to that on the next class, because this class is just introduction on how you guys can get into the real estate wholesaling business. Ukuthi nani wholesale i-property ukuthi libe ne-capital nangivisisi ukuthi nani umuntu khona ungena kule business. I hope everybody can hear Swati or Zulu whatsoever. Just put your thumb up if you can understand Swati or Zulu, whatever. Okay, I got two. Okay, I got Jabulu. Okay, Freeman does understand. Okay, guys, with real estate wholesaling, ne? Real estate wholesaling is basically you becoming like a middleman, if I may say. you basically don't sell a property like an agent does. Maybe agent, you know how agent works. So what we do as wholesaling guys is that we actually sell a contract. Yeah, a contract. There's two contracts that comes about. When a contract, it's OTP, offer to purchase. I'm sure all of you guys know what is an offer to purchase. The contract leyo yiyo balekile ukuthi mufuna ukuthola indlu egameni lakho. Then there's an assignment contract. An assignment contract ukuthi wena usebenza ne-investor. Le investor yiyo otoba ithenga le ndlu. Nangivisisa. So basically, the example, ne? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share something. I'm gonna take you to a website right now, which is Gumtree. I'm gonna give you an example on how to find distressed properties, because in wholesaling we basically work on distressed properties. Distressed properties, as Nkazile earlier on, is properties maybe ukuthi umuntu uyadivorca, or khona umuntu oshonile, or umuntu uya-owner, like he owes a bond, or umuntu vele ufuna uku-immigrate, wants to go to a different place, and usofuna ukuthengisa indlu yakhe no matter how much ukuthi yini, and uthola ukuthi le ndlu leyo nayo it's not really maintained. The ndlu lena, it's distressed, it's fucked up. Sorry for my French. I'm gonna curse. Just as I said, I'm a free person. I don't care what's in whatever, but I'm a free person. That's how I talk, and that's how I'm gonna present myself. But anyways, distressed property hasn't been taking care of the property itself. So I'm gonna go to Gumtree right now. I'm gonna share it right now. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna go to Gumtree quickly. I'm just gonna give you an example. Can you see that? Can everybody see the website that I'm on right now? Just put a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Okay, good. I'm gonna go to Gumtree. So guys, the most important thing is we don't buy as wholesalers. We never buy a property from an agent. We only buy a property from the owner. Thenga indlu from the owner. Into efunayo is a person that sells a property by themselves or herself or himself. We get these properties that you see that are distressed. So right now, I'm gonna go to category. Okay, we're gonna go to property, and okay, property. We're gonna go to houses and flats for sale. So depending on the area that you wanna actually target yourself in, because me, I invest in Gauteng, because Gauteng is the booming place right now. But there's also other places like Durban, KZN. There's also places like Western Cape, which is Cape, is it? Yeah, Western Cape. Yeah, Cape Town and all the stuff. It all depends on how you like your marketing my property. But we still also want to get to the trending properties right now. As I said, today's video or lesson is all about getting into the real estate, to understand what's in. So for now, we're gonna go to Gauteng and we're gonna go to East Rand. You can also you guys, you can do that by yourselves after this class and search this property. But for now, as I said, we're looking for houses and flats for sale, and East Rand, Gauteng, East Rand. Then we're gonna go to search. Right now, as you can see, they give us like 3,367 ads. So to get the properties that we're looking for, or what you're looking for, we're gonna go to refine search here, right here, refine search. Then we're gonna scroll down and go to for sale by. We're gonna go to owner. Then you click on owner, because as funa ukudila nama agent, sifuna ukudila nale owner. Uthi wena ukhuluma nale owner and get the profits, because lama owner yibo la ukuthi bafuna ukuthengisa indlu tabo fast. You understand? The owners want to sell the properties fast than agents. Agencies, obviously, because of my sole mandates or my open mandate or exclusive mandates, they're gonna be taking time to actually sell the property. So now we're gonna look for sale by owner. So, okay, now we scroll down. We're looking for the owners. Let me just quickly scroll down. Now you're gonna be searching, going down, searching for the property that you feel like it's distressed. Also, another thing about distressed properties, you can see that the property hasn't been renovated for a while. If furniture, the walls, whatever, and generally 700K, you can see that's not really distressed. So we're going to be scrolling down until we can allocate a distressed property. Sometimes okay, investors or distressed property, whatever, but I'm going to give you an example of a distressed property. Let's look at this one. Before room house, 280,000 rand. Let's just click on it and see. It's a springs there. Let's just check on it. As you can see here, guys, the wall is not painted. Paint. Can you see the ground? Can you see everything? That's the RDP. Look at the inside. Stove nile sakudala 90s stove. Marketing yakubona ukuthi kahle kahle lo muntu uyatithengisela nyalo. Yabona nale bathroom injani. The painting and everything, you can see what's okay. There's something wrong with this property. This is an example, guys. There's so many different types of properties that you can deal with, but as you can see it right now. For me, I could say this is a go-go. Reason why is that the person, the owner, can't really take care of the property. So for me, it shows that this property is in distress. You understand? Now, understand the I hope everybody can hear me. Can everybody hear me? Okay, good. So as I view this property right now, I see this property as distressed because as I allocated before, the paint ain't really good. The everything, everyone and now it's okay. It's not up to standards to 2019. So what you guys do is that when you get this type of property, then you trying to get to the owner. More to the owner, that's when you actually start when you come tree, the owner. Let me just do this. Let me just take you to the guide of Gumtree. Mufuna the owner, it's simple. You look at the contact, you see the name there, Mzwandile 12, and you go to show number. Show number will give you the number of the owner, and what you do is you call the owner. You understand? So if we're the owner, then you'll talk. But as I said, we will still want to get to that. Property, so guys, you can understand what is distressed property. My property are distressed. So when you find this specific property, what you're gonna do is that you're gonna talk to the owner. I'm an investor. I wanna actually purchase this property cash, and I'm gonna purchase this property cash in a period of 1 week or 2 weeks, depending on how much, like when. But most of the time, I say I'm gonna purchase the property in a week or two. 2 weeks is the maximum. And I know I'm saying this because I already have cash buyers. I already have investors that I work with. So I'm gonna tell the owner, guys, owner, your property right now, I can see it's 280, but me, I wanna purchase it cash. I wanna give you cash right now for 90,000 rand. Let's say the owner actually accepts 90,000 rand. So what do you do, because you already have buyers on your side? You tell the buyer that, hey, buyer, I've got a property here that's below market value. As we saw right now, it says 280, but for you, I can give you because you got it for 90, you tell the buyer that I'm gonna sell it to you for 130. Let's say the buyer accepts, then you combine the two. So when as the seller, you're gonna be getting the property for 90. And when I go to 90, what you do is you get a contract, which is an OTP, offer to purchase contract. You sign it along with the seller. The seller will have moved to for 90,000. So when after Lapo, you tell the buyer, you sign another contract, which is an assignment contract. The assignment contract, you tell the buyer that, okay, look, I'm selling it for 120. Name? We have the buyer. So the assignment contract, what actually it means is that you are signing the contract with the buyer to the OTP of the seller. So that means that you just becoming a middleman, you combining the two, which is the seller and the buyer. You combining them together, and from that you're gonna be getting your own fee, your fee, which is a fee is gonna be costing, because when you're selling a 90,000 layer seller and the buyers it's 120. So basically your commission is not really commission, but your fee is basically 30,000 rand, because you're gonna be taking the 120, you minus it by 90,000, which is your fee, 30,000 rand. So basically, that's the concept of real estate wholesaling, to get into the business without even having money. We want to as well. Most the contract with the seller. The seller thinks that you're gonna be purchasing the property yourself, but not, and you're getting an investor. When basically, as you, the person, the investor, the wholesaler, you don't put any cent into the property, nothing at all. Bear in mind with that, you don't put anything, you don't put anything onto the property. When you total the investor, akufakile imali, so you can purchase what? The property. So so basically, so it's only the other contract with the seller, the investor utholele the property uyavumela for 120, because you can see it's still under market value ngoba the value yale ndlu is 280. Uyazi the investor ukuthi yena he's going to be putting a bid of maybe ufaka 50,000 from 120, which is going to be 170, ukuthi I renovate. Now renovator, he's going to be selling it for how much? 300, 400,000, because this property it would distressed, because it was below market value because of how the property was looking. And the muntu didn't really care about the property. Akazange renovate, tiles are cracked, the walls are cracked, the roof is leaking, and all the type of stuff. So you know that you're getting the property below market value, so the investor can also purchase it and even put in money into it, so the investor can actually resell it or rent it out for himself. So the whole business, basically, guys, it's all about you getting properties for my investor, not first-time buyers. Yes, there's a possibility you can work with first-time buyers or people just want to buy properties for themselves. But the main aim about this business is to sell property for another investor, same as you. I hope everybody can understand. I'm just going to unmute everybody to just hear if everybody understands what I've said so far. Can everybody understand?
Yeah, I can understand.
We understand.
Jabule, can you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna mute. I'm gonna unmute everybody. Jabulo, tell me if you understand. You understand what I've said?
Yeah, I understand, bro. I understand 100%.
Okay. Ahapi, do you understand?
Yeah, I totally understand what you mean. Because I used to do the same thing with cars. I actually still do the same thing. Just buy the cars from auction, and then after that you sell it to a buyer. Because on auction, it's usually cars that people can't pay for anymore, or actually it's cars that people can't pay for anymore, and then you buy the car and sell it to someone else. You basically middleman. You don't have to use your money at all. Yeah, I totally understand your concept, bro.
Okay. Prince, do you understand?
I understand, my guy. It's clear.
Okay, perfect. So that's good that everybody understands. And Ahapi actually stated right now that it's a good thing that he actually done it with cars. So it's basically kind of the same concept of getting a car from the auction and buying it from like minimum price, low price, taking that same car. Maybe you're gonna fix, maybe ufake air filter or fix the rim or do whatever and sell it to another person. That's basically kind of the concept of wholesaling. But now with also wholesaling, we don't really focus on auction houses, because when you get to the auction houses, you'll get them on a higher price, because utofika lapha uthi auction for a property, but you get like this 5 buyers, and you're gonna start bidding for that property, and more bidder, the prices goes upper and upper and upper and goes higher than you want to actually buy it expensively. So as wholesalers, we've mostly focused on getting the properties before the property goes to auction. As I stated before, is that we also focus on properties. So what you do is that you're trying to get in hold of the seller or the owner of that property before the property goes to bond or repossession. So as I said, it's all about getting the distressed properties. That's the biggest factor into wholesaling, getting properties that are in distress. If you can do that and get properties that are distressed, you guys are in a gold mine. You can win every single time. You can sell a property every single time. Nam Sona, I've only got like a few months into this business and already sold two properties to another investor myself. And like I've learned from social media, I've learned from YouTube, I've learned from everything. And if or coming to that, if you want to learn also more, I also other got videos on YouTube that you can actually watch, which is on the Kruger Empire. That's the YouTube channel. You can also go there and watch videos so you can actually have more understanding into it. So now I can see that everybody understands the whole concept of wholesaling. So I'm gonna go back to the gum tree and show you guys and actually how to get this property under your belt, besides under your belt, but how to actually get the distressed property. This one that I just showed right now, le RDP, it's just an example. Lana, you won't actually catch in much as profit because Lana is just minimum, because not everybody wants to go to the township because this is the RTP. Not everybody wants to go in there. I'm gonna try to show you what a property that's in a nice location that you can also actually, because I know everybody is actually into like the student accommodation. So I'm gonna get to a property like that and show you an example on how to get the properties and and give you a walkthrough on how to talk to the seller to get the property on lock. So just give me a second. Let me just look at the property. I'm gonna go back right here and look for a property that's gonna be more suitable for you guys and give you an example that's more suitable for you. Because you can see now, is it brake pen? Let's just check. Let me actually do this one. The 3-bedroom, 3-garage home. Because I actually spoke to this owner before of this property. This one is in Brakpan. It's in the East Rand, this property. Can you see the kitchen? Can you see the bedroom? And look at the bedroom. Look at the floor. Look at the walls. Look at the bathroom. Look at everything. Look at the garage. So guys, to be honest, as I see this property, as I told you guys right now that I've actually spoke to this owner before. This property is in distress. This property has been on Gumtree for like more than 6 months. It's not like it hasn't been sold yet. Yeah, well, but I would say that I blame the owner because of this. Yeah, well, and another thing I would say is that the owner is looking for too much money into this property, and since he didn't really understand the concept of what's really happening with this property. And end of the day, one thing I'll tell you guys, one thing that's hard in South Africa to actually get in this real estate wholesaling business is because a lot of people don't really understand what is wholesaling. People think it's a scam. People think same thing as what has been happening with Forex. Forex is a scam, jan. That's the same thing people have the concept of about wholesaling, think it's a scam, and which is it's not. White people have been doing this for years and they're making a lot of money without even them putting a lot of money into the property. So here's this property right now, as I said. So usually what I do is let me just show you quickly. I don't know why it doesn't want to show the contact details of the person here. Okay, it just tells me, okay, in Philip. Let me just click here on Philip. Let me just check something quickly. Okay, it doesn't really want to show the contact details. But usually, guys, when you go on Gumtree, the properties, what people are selling, is the one that I showed you before, the RTP. It shows the contact details, or the number and the email address. So if you get the contact detail, you click on the contact detail and it gives you the number, you call the number. So basically, guys, when you get to a property that you see that, okay, this guy, I'm interested in this property, I want to invest in it. What you do is you pick up your phone, you call the person, and you tell the person that, hey, look, I'm an investor and I want to buy your property cash. I know it's going to be hard to say that because all of us here, we don't really have cash in their pockets. Am I lying? Do you have 600,000 rand in your pockets right now? Exactly. So it's gonna be hard for you to say, look, I got 600,000 rand in my pockets right now. I want to purchase your property cash. So basically, that's the method that you get to this to the sellers. Motion Jalo, majority of the time people will like, oh, okay, because it's a cash payment, people highly agree on that because they want to get rid of their properties real quick. Our siphon, they get rid of it quick. So as soon as you do that, you start having connects, you start talking to the person and like, hey, I want to buy your property cash right now within 2 weeks or a week. And that's my business really. We deal on buying distressed properties, or we buy properties that people that are vacant whatsoever, and we buy them cash. So yeah, when you get that, you're gonna start actually having a conversation with the seller. The seller will tell you a lot of stories. Every seller is different, guys. Let me just say that every seller is different. A seller will tell you, Guti, maybe they're going through a divorce. Another one will tell you that no, I'm moving to another place or whatsoever. You take all the information so it can actually enhance you or enhance your negotiations when it comes to that specific property that you want to actually purchase. Yeah, boy. Because if a person is immigrating, maybe umuntu ubhakane indlu ya 1 million and now ufuna ukuhamba ufuna ukuya eChina and lo muntu lona uhamba manje doesn't want to waste time and he or she needs the money ASAP so they can move to China. That gives you a bonus on actually purchasing the property. If in 1 million, you can actually get it for 600,000 rand just because lo muntu lona ufuna uku-immigrate ahambe aye eChina uhlala khona. Or maybe the muntu we are divorced and he or she wants to split the money because you know how marriage goes, it's 50-50. So ufuna vele ukuthengisa le ndlu so you can give the partner the 50% and move on. Or there's a lot of different stories. It's a vacant property. So you can negotiate depending on the story behind the seller. They want to learn. So basically, guys, that's really the main concept of wholesaling. Is basically getting the distressed property and selling it to an investor. It's one of the wing one. It's simple as that, but end of the day, it really needs hard work. Ufuna ukuthi ufake pressure on it, and there's different levels and there's different things that you have to do. But I can't really say everything on this first introduction that I have with you guys, the first online class that I have with you guys. I mean, into answer today is just you guys to understand what is the wholesaling business, so you guys can have a better understanding, so you can actually get into it. And if you guys have questions, I'm gonna unmute one by one, so you can have questions about it. If you didn't understand anything, please ask me, so I can give you the answer now. Ube better understanding. I'm gonna start with Prince. Prince, please let me know if there's something that you want to know that you didn't really understand. Please let me know right now. I'm going to unmute you right now.
Thank you. My question would be, if the investor pulls out, what would you do, you as the middleman, to the owner or the seller of the house? I don't have cash, and now signing the contract. Then the investor on the other side, who's supposed to buy the house, pulls out. What should I do? Because already we have signed the contract, and the other person says, no, I don't want to buy the house anymore. You as the middleman, so because so we're gonna cash and so to bopile on the other contract. So my question is that what do you do in such cases? Thanks, my guy.
Okay, Thank you. That's really a lovely question. What you do when it comes to that, you must remember that now it distressed property because of the numbers, the margin. Because most of the distressed properties you get it below market value, which is maybe from 10 to 40%. So if you can actually, when as individual, don't focus also on one specific investor. You must build your relationships with different investors, maybe upate 4 or 5 years. So ukuthi wena mophethe indlu njengaleya 595, you approach this property to your 5 investors. Uthi nabo from that 5, watoti maybe 3 yabo they're interested in that property. So what's going to happen from that 3? They're going to start bidding for the property. And watoti from the 595, toti you're going to 630 or 650 because they start bidding for that property because all of them they're interested with it. And from the 3, obviously, one has to end up buying the property. They want to land. But also when let's say una 1 year you invest, I recommend is that, as I say, the classes after this, I'll let you know. Don't start with getting the buyers, start getting the properties. I indulge of getting the investors first. Get as much as investors as possible under your belt. So go to an property, you know that one let's go to una 10 year, you know who no keep the property out. From all the 10, one of them will really be interested in it. But in your case, go to now one, you can actually talk to the seller and extend your contract. So you said that your contract up, you stated within 14 days, you're gonna buy the property cash. And that 14 days you figure and you don't have a buyer yet. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start negotiating with the seller. Would say, can you please extend maybe a week or 5 days or whatever negotiating a corner, but you don't let the seller know you want a buyer. But when you just state yourself, okay, you want to extend the contract. Don't let the buyer know, don't let the seller know that you're extending it because you're looking for a buyer, because you're the one that wants to buy a buyer. You're the one that has to get the buyer to purchase the property. Do you understand? I hope you got your answer.
Yeah, I get it. Thanks, Chief.
You understand?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Let me just quickly go to Njabulo. I just want to hear what didn't understand and all that type of stuff. Njabulo, let me hear you?
Sure. Bro, yeah, we must get investors. I didn't get the part where we actually get investors. The investors is actually the buyers, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, sure.
So you want to understand where do you get the investors? This is your question.
Like the buyers, our investors are the buyers that are interested in the property.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So like how I must on my own get like the people that are interested. I must actually maybe advertise the property to get the people that actually want to buy the property first before contacting the seller.
Okay. Let me answer your question quick. And guys, please bear in mind right now, the time is we're hitting 39 minutes right now. Last time I checked, Zoom takes us to 40 minutes. If it switches off, I'm gonna come back again. So please don't run away. I'm gonna log in again so we can join. We're on 39 minutes, so 31 minutes. If it closes down, we're gonna come back again. But for now, let me just answer Njabulo's question. So Njabulo, my buyer, my investor, there's a whole different, like there's a lot of ways of getting investors. It's either word of mouth, or you go to property events where you get property in people who are interested into real estate. My investor, I'll give also the links of the specific events where you can go to meet this investors. Another way, which I'm gonna also focus on the next class, is how you get this people using Gumtree so to get a or investors. You can actually post a property that you say you're selling. Uthole ukuthi le area leyo the average price of that area is like 1 million, but you're marketing the property for 500,000. A lot of investors will call you because it's 500,000, and people want to actually invest in it because they can see it's cheap and it's from that area. You understand? So there's a lot of way actually to getting investors, but I would say that for now, focus on going to events, talking to people. Maybe you know an uncle that's wealthy, or a friend who's unemad or something like that, and just talk to people. The biggest thing about this business is actually networking with other people, talking to other people, and making people know what are you doing, because those people can actually help you to get lama properties, or lama investor in all the type of stuff that you need. So my investor, there's a lot of ways to actually get them, but we still want to get to that specific class or online class where I teach you on how to get them more in detail. But for now, as I made an example, you can get them on Gumtree, property events, word of mouth, social media, both Facebook, both LinkedIn, both Instagram. There's a lot of ways of how to get investors, but we'll get that into detail. Do you understand that?
Sure, sure, sure.
All right, thank you. Ahapi, do you have any questions so far?
Yeah,
Wait, hold on. Just quickly, hold on. Yeah, you can talk.
okay. My question was kind of the same as Joe's question.
Can everybody hear Ahapi?
How do I get them?
Ahapi, your network is not really good. Can everybody hear him?
If I do get invested, what
Put your thumb up if you can hear Ahapi. If you're not, just shake your head if you can't hear him properly. Ahapi. Okay, let's go to Freeman. Freeman.
Okay, can everybody hear me?
Freeman, I can hear you. Can everybody hear Freeman? Hi guys, is everybody there? Is everybody there? Freeman? Freeman?
Oh, wait, bro. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to go open for my sister.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. What were you saying?
No, the question was, do you guys actually understand everything that I talked about so far?
Yeah. But for me, I understand, bro. For me, like I understand most of the stuff because it's not my first time hearing about wholesaling. So, yeah.
Okay. So guys, let me also inform you guys that next time also Freeman is gonna be part of the classes. I'm gonna be talking, and also Freeman is gonna be putting also some some knowledge to you guys, because I started this thing with Freeman. How I met Freeman. Let me just also give you a background how I met Freeman. Freeman, I met him a while ago because of forex and trading and all the type of stuff, but that didn't really go well. It's not like we forgot about it. We still do it, but we got interested into real estate. Real estate is our future, is our love. We love real estate with all our hearts. And I'm currently working with Freeman right now at PEM Golding. So yeah, Freeman on the later stage, we're gonna be doing classes together. So he has more understanding also about what is real estate wholesaling. And if you got also more questions that you don't have right now that you can ask me, you can ask Freeman, because most of you guys are here right now. You got connected from Freeman. So yeah, Freeman, thank you so much for getting the guys to actually join right now the class. But yeah, answer like everybody, as they said that they wanted to also know how to get investors and type of this and that type of stuff. That's gonna take time, guys. As I say, we can't really talk about everything on this first video. This first online class is basically trying to get to understand you guys and trying to know you guys. Who's okay? Where do you wanna be? Where do you see yourself? And do you understand the whole concept of real estate business? You understand? So as I can see, everybody kind of understands the real estate business, but the more we do it is the more you're going to understand and actually feel like, okay, yeah, real estate is something that I can really do. Because to tell you the truth, majority of people that I actually introduce them to real estate, they give up quick because it's people that wants money real quick. Bafuna ukuthi manje ngiyangena tomorrow sengithengise indlu, and with the real estate business, that is impossible. Knowledge is key, knowledge is power, and this is why I'm here to give you guys knowledge about real estate wholesaling. And I don't know if you guys have more questions or whatever, because I'm really kind of done with the introduction of real estate wholesaling. Ukuthi nibe nele concept, understand ukuthi yini wholesaling.
Okay, my question was basically would
Wait,
it
hold on.
be a good idea?
Hold on. And Jabulo, your turn.
I understand everything. It's fine with me. No question.
Okay, good. Agape.
Okay, so my question basically is would it be a good idea to like get investors who are interested in construction, because those are the type of people who will get the distressed property and eventually fix it and sell it on a higher profit, on a higher thing, on a higher price or anything like that. So would it be a good idea to sell it to construction companies or those type of things? Or if you have enough money, can you buy the property and then eventually fix it yourself and sell it at a higher price, if you get what I mean? Would that be a good idea?
Okay. Let me start with the construction side. Construction side, it depends. Guti Lomut Lona is only like on the construction side to actually buy a property, renovate it and sell. And basically the construction side is basically what you want to do also. Guti, let's say, as you said, let's say you have enough money to buy a property, renovate and sell. That's not really onto wholesaling, but that's also a solution on how to get into the real estate business. But now we have to remember that not everybody has money or capability. Oh, sorry about that, guys. As I said, Guti, my class is done because of Zoom. I haven't really paid for it, so yeah, cut her off from like 15 minutes or something, and we've been talking for like 15 minutes or something, and I'm saying 48. So, but I'm gonna go back to that answer of is it Njabulu or Akape? Guti, if you have to talk to like my construction company or that type of stuff. So my construction company, my guy, they differ. Some of them they just deal with construction itself. Some of them, as the one that I'm working with right now at PEM Building, the mutlona ufuna kuthola izindlu asithole azirenovate and sell it after. And the mutlona unemali, une capital already. So if you got that type of people, yes, you can work with them because they're kind of like investors. The Mundlona is got a construction company and it's got money to purchase the property and renovate it and sell it after. So you can work with those type of people. And if you have enough capital to do that, you can actually do that yourself. But you must remember that that's not really wholesaling, and it's not really that, because what concept that I'm bringing right now, it's a concept of you not using any cent to actually purchase a property and sell it after. But with that strategy, it's 100% it works, and I believe in that because I also want to do that in the future. I get a property, renovate it and sell. But obviously that's going to take time because I have to buy the property, and because of the laws in South Africa, it takes 3 months for the property to come in my name, and it's going to take another 3 months to renovate the property and sell it. But the good thing about that is that you're going to be getting a great margin of profit from that, because you be getting, let's say it's 1 million and you get it that it's fucked up. It needs renovation, it needs a whole lot of things, and you need to spend maybe 500,000 on it. Maybe we told literally 1 million, you get it under contract or you buy it, you purchase it for 400,000 and you spend 200,000 onto it. And most spend the 200,000, you make sure you renovate the property to 2019 or 2020. Like it looks like it's so that will help you to sell the property for maybe 1.2, while the property it's worth $1 million. We take a 1.2, and when you're taking a 500, what spend a 200,000, which is you use 700,000 rand, but you sell it for 1.2. So that means from 1.2, which is 500,000, you're gonna be profiting 500,000 cash in your pockets because you only bought the property for 500,000. You spent 200,000 on it for renovations, and you sold it for 1.2, which is a nice way of actually getting money, but it takes time. It takes time to do that. So me now, what the concept that I'm trying to do is that I want you guys to actually get into the real estate business without even using a lot of cash, even nothing. It's just for marketing, or just for phone calls, or just for my copy, with my contracts, or sending the contracts via email and that type of stuff. But that's another nice way of getting into the real estate business of fixing and flipping. It's called what, fix and flip. Basically, you're fixing and flipping. That's the main concept of it. So I'm gonna go to Prince. Let me just hear Prince. Any questions? And Ahapi, I hope I answered your question. Ahapi. Okay, yeah, Prince. Let me hear you. Let me hear your story. Let me hear your question.
I'm covered on a lot of things, though I would have one question that I think I would ask on another meeting.
Okay. No, you can ask it right now. You can ask it right now. It's okay.
Okay. The question is that when it comes to money transfers, how is the procedure going to be? Because I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if it's the correct procedure. The buyer pays me, right? I don't know the procedure. The buyer pays me, pay the owner, or the buyer pays the owner. Which is which? And where is my gain or my take profit?
Okay. I'm muted for now. So coming to Prince. Prince is asking how we actually gonna get the money. How are the transfers done? So basically, you must remember in property, there's a attorney, a lawyer. Let me just say, yeah, a conveyor. They call them conveyors, attorney, or whatever. But that's basically a lawyer. So what happens is that when my conveyance, there's a trust fund. The trust fund, when as a buyer, it also happens with agents and stuff. The money doesn't really go straight direct to the seller. It goes into the trust fund. The ownership of the property and do all the paperwork of the property. And with the transfer, the investor will put in the cash into the trust fund until all the transactions are done with the change from the seller to the buyer. As soon as the lekama from the seller it's a change to the buyer, the money says to transact. But the because of the contract, which is how the contract is written down, they know already okay, 900,000 has to go to the seller, 100,000 has to go to you. So basically, that's how you get your money. You don't get it directly from the buyer, or you don't get it straight from the seller. You get it from the conveyancy after the transactions are in the. Do you understand?
I understand. But I have a lot of questions now. On the contract, who has the contract? Who drafts the contract? And is it the contract according to acts of the country, all these things, the bylaws and all these things, or I just write on my laptop the way I like, or what?
Okay, thank you for that question. My contract, they're really important because you can't just dribble down your contract and stuff like that. Well, because you, luckily, Prince, and everybody here right now, you here with me into this class, I'm going to also be giving you free contracts, which you don't have to write anything down. I'm going to give you a free contract that you can use to actually start doing your business. But anyway,
Bishop.
Besides that,
Bishop, how are you, Bishop?
Sorry?
Good, Bishop. How are you?
I'm good, Bishop.
Yes. I hope I'm not disturbing the fellowship.
No, you're not disturbing me, Bishop. You're not disturbing me at all, Bishop.
Hey, Bishop,
Right.
Bishop, what's happening,
Anyway,
Bishop?
I'm good. I'm good. I don't know what's going on with my phone. Ish.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly unmute Prince. But anyways, guys, he's talking to Bishop right now. But anyways, when it comes to the contracts, I'm gonna send you guys the contracts that you have to use. But that's gonna be on the later stage on other classes, because I don't wanna just put you the contracts and everything without even having the full complete mindset on how actually this business works. But anyways, I'm gonna give you the contracts that are legal in South Africa. So my contracts actually in most cases, if you don't have, if I wasn't here, what you're gonna be into when you meet with your lawyer, you explain your business, when then the lawyer will write a contract down for you to actually purchase the property, which is the offer to purchase contract. But one thing that's mostly important, gula contract the OTP, which is offer to purchase, is that you make sure that you state that yabhala lapha I'll say I Lebogang Malaza. Ne? Then after that it says purchaser. So you make sure after I Lebogang Malaza purchaser, you put as, or you say purchaser or assignee. So when you say assignee, it makes you sure that you can assign the contract. And that's why I came with another contract that I said that you give the investor, which is an assignment contract. The assignment contract, it assigns to the offer to purchase. So basically that means is that this is the offer to purchase and this is the assignment contract. This is what brings them together. It binds them together. So you become, as I say, the middleman. You don't actually have to purchase the property anymore, because the assignment contract assigns the investor into that contract. So it binds them together. Then you take both of the contracts, you give them to your conveyor. The conveyor then does the rest of the business. That's the most important thing. You have to get also investors that can work with you. Contract, they already know what to do with it. I'm gonna repeat myself. The offer to purchase contract, you make sure after your name, because it's going to say I, Libukhang Malaza, purchaser, or assignee. That's the most important word that you need in that contract. Or assignee. Multi assignee, it rectifies, it shows that you can actually assign the contract. As I say, you got another contract, which is an assignment contract, you assign that contract into the offer to purchase contract. So that what helps you to not have the legal problems, which you the one that has to cough up the money. So that actually states that the other person, the investor can actually, the investor has to actually bring out the money, because you are signing the assignment contract to offer to purchase. Do you understand, Prince?
Yes, but can I ask if maybe we can get a format or a PDF or a written contract of both the seller and the buyer? That will be more easier, because now if you're saying I, Prince, the assignee, right, what, it's gonna, I'm not gonna grasp every word. It's gonna be better if we get maybe a format of some sort.
Yeah. True that. And that's why I say, Guti, you must remember, Prince Guti, as I said, Guti, even this whole online course right now is just for you guys to have a understanding. You offer to purchase contract, mahala. Don't worry, I don't need any money. I don't need money from you guys. I don't need anything from you guys. I'm gonna send you the contract.
Sure.
The contract injan. But for now, I don't want to send it right now, because I wanted to see that everybody's in the same level, because I can't send you the contract whilst you don't really understand the whole concept of wholesaling. Understand. On the next class and the next courses, I'll be actually sending you more information beyond the contract, because the contract is just a big piece of the whole pie. There's other pieces of the pie. And I'm gonna give you guys for free. But thank you for that question, and I hope I answered you, and you hope you understand. As long as you understand the concept, I'm happy for now, because on the next video or the next online class, I will actually send you, before we attend, I'll send you that contract.
Thank you.
Okay. You understand?
Sure. Yes.
Sure. Thank you. I'm going to go to Ahapi. Ahapi, do you have any questions? Is Ahapi on? Okay, I'm going to go to Njabulo for now. Njabulo, do you have any questions?
No question, bro. What I understand is this. I think this class was for just the introduction. Questions are gonna come after you explain chapter by chapter. I can say.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, now I'm fine for now.
You happy?
Yeah, I'm now 100.
Okay, I'm happy that everybody is happy, because that's the most important thing. Ukuthi wonke umuntu ujabulile and usuyayithola lento ukuthi kuyenzakalani. And as Njabule and Asha would say, everything's gonna happen chapter by chapter. We can't rush to everything at the same time, because not everybody's gonna understand. It's not jahatim. So we're gonna take this thing step by step, and every Saturday, guys, same time, 7 p.m. we're doing this online classes. Everybody will be prepared. And me, on my side, I'm gonna do the effort putting in send my email. The way you guys got it, I'm gonna send you guys emails every week, putting in Kumbute, every Saturday at 7 p.m. we got an online class. And next week is gonna go into more detail about this wholesaling business. And next week I'm gonna focus on buyers, because on my concept, most people, they'll tell you that get sellers before. But my theory is that get buyers before, because you get a seller, but you don't have a buyer to purchase the property. So my most important category is getting the buyers. So I'm gonna show you next week. We're all targeting the buyer side, which is buyer. We're gonna put more oomph on getting buyers. And please prepare questions. Please prepare everything, and I'm willing to answer every question of you guys within Ninan Funan. So I hope everybody is happy, and I know it's a Saturday. Some of you guys want to go out and partying. But yeah, I hope everybody's going to be prepared for next week Saturday, and please join again. And if you've got other people who's interested into real estate, please let them know, guys. Let's grow this thing. Because as us South African, there's a lot of poverty. There's a lot of people who's not really getting to the levels where they want to get. So please, guys, if you've got other people that are interested into real estate, please let them know so they can join this online classes. And just remind them it's for free. I don't want money from you guys. Only thing that I want from you guys is success. I want all of us to be successful, so we can be all of us to be on the same level. I hope all of us understand each other from that. And yeah, if you've got more questions or anything, you know where to get me. Freeman's got my number. Take my number from him. We can talk on WhatsApp. We can talk on Instagram. My handle, my handle is the Kruger Empire, or you can see me on YouTube, whatever. Google me, you'll find me. So please, guys.
I need to go now.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, that's proper, because I also have to go right now. We're gonna continue next week, guys. Thanks a lot for attending. So banana next week.
I'll get your number from Freeman.
Okay, good.
So,
sharp,
oh my guy.
Sharp. Next week, guys. Next week Saturday, guys. Next week Saturday, guys.
Never.
Sharp. Next week Saturday. Thanks a lot.
Hola.
Sharp.